Good evening. Melbourne is facing two new COVID blows tonight, with Pfizer injections suspended and 100 inner-city townhouses forced to lock down. Chanel Vella is at the South Bank townhouse complex. Chanel, health authorities have ordered a testing blitz.
Well, Mitch, a team of nurses descended on the building early this morning. They went door to door speaking to residents, some of whom will have to stay in quarantine for 14 days. Others will only have to isolate until they receive a negative test. Either way, it's a nervous wait for residents, considering they're yet to be told how the virus spread through the complex. Cleaners swarmed common areas, scrubbing every corner of the South Bank complex, taking no chances after a positive resident infected one of their neighbours.
Clearly, the epidemiology and the genomic sequencing directly link the two.
The man in his 30s returned a positive test on Saturday. Health authorities have linked him to a Maidstone aged care worker who tested positive on June 6 and lives in the same building.
It's obviously in some infectious period before the art care person turned positive, there was a transmission.
More than 100 residents are in isolation. Part of the complex is considered a Tier 1 exposure site. Nurses were moved in to test those residents this morning. Others made their way to a rapid response clinic.
A pop-up testing facility was established near the facility to make sure that we could make it as easy as possible for people to get immediate testing.
Today there were two new cases, both children. One of them is linked to the South Bank outbreak, the other to the reservoir cluster. Both have been in isolation. And although testing numbers have been lower than the 25,000 a day the Chief Health Officer wanted to see, we remain on track for restrictions to ease on Thursday. But there's little clarity about which rules will go.
How long's a piece of string is the argument. But what we want to make sure is that we give certainty as quickly and as comprehensively as we can.
Regional operators say they've suffered over the long weekend.
Melburnians represent 60% of our tourist trade on a normal weekend. So, that you can say that's, financially, that's probably how much we're down.
And considering they've had no cases, they're eager to get their tourism trade back.
I think the whole thing needs to be managed a bit better and, to shut us all down, especially the regions. So just, at the end of the day, we just feel sorry. We just want to see them back.
Chanel Vella, 7 News.